Mimikite. Hello. Cheetah, hello. How are y'all? Hi. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. What's going on Twitch? There is a rare treasure train. What is a treasure train? I don't even know what this shit is. Uh, Suker Sushi, hello. Hi. Merry Thursday. Yeah. Yeah. Pandix Libra, hi. Hi. Yeah, sorry I don't know. I'm not gonna say sorry, but I was like kind of on a little bit of a streaming streak. I'm like, oh, I'm streaming. Ooh, I'm streaming. And then oh what? Oh what? Okay, I was trying to post a post on Blue Sky with my
Treasure Choo Choo.
with like a snippet of the animation, but for some reason the GIF wasn't uploading. I feel like trying to upload stuff from desktop on Blue Sky like is kind of glitchy. Like it kept on like giving like an error. Beachy, yo! Thank you for the resub for 21 months. Treasure? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Um, I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't know. Something about yeah. I was on a streak with the streams, but then I kind of vanished for the last 2 weeks because I've been like freaking in my emo feels. No, not really. I've just been like going ham on this video I've been working on. If you want to know more about it, and you want to know more about other things I'm working on, you can always subscribe to my Patreon. Patron. You can subscribe to my Patreon and check that out to get behind the scenes info on things I'm working on. Got a cough? I don't have a cough. I just ate like a little oatmeal bar right before I turned on this stream. So I just have like some oatmeal in my throat. Yeah. Yeah, I literally like feel it like in the back of my throat.
Choo Choo.
Choo choo. Choo choo. Choo choo. What's that? That's like Dr. Doofenshmirtz from the Phineas and Ferb movie, right? Didn't was that like the evil Doofenshmirtz? And he was all like, well, like the extra evil Doofenshmirtz, and his backstory was that his parents took away his choo choo or something, his little toy train. Yeah, the train that he lost that made him evil. I love that was a funny gag because like Phineas and Ferb, they would have they had like the gag of freaking Doofenshmirtz having like the most tragic backstories ever, like his parents not showing up to his own birth, stuff like that. And then like the more evil Doofenshmirtz had like the most lukewarm villain backstory. uh, I don't know that's good. That was a good one. Choo choo. Now if only I could get this oat out of my throat. It's the throat oat. Well, never mind that. I'm coloring. But yeah, this is a big ass video I've been working on, and my goal is to get it out. I guess within like 4 weeks, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do, but I'm trying very hard. So here we are. We're gonna be streaming this. We're streaming this. And I'm not going to show you all of it because it's long. It's like a normal ass video, and also like I don't know. Well, I got to keep some sort of surprise. So you're just going to watch me color, and we can chat, and that'll be that. I'm like rhyming a lot today. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that I just got up to this scene, which is definitely going to be a bit of coloring. The freaking this is fine scene. I'm not going to give you guys context. That's funny. That's funny. Which is funny because you won't have the context for what's happening. Right? That's funny. All right, where is. Okay, here's Macamo. Hmm. Okay. No way Macamo's in this video? Yeah. That's crazy. No voice lines yet, right? No, the voice lines are actually like one of the first things I do.
Golly!
Yeah, right? um, yeah, that's like the order of things. First I write everything, then I record everything, and then I animate everything. That's like the general order most of the time. Sometimes I'll re-record something, but most of the time that's how it goes. Because if I didn't have the right like the voice recording, how could I time things correctly? That's a trick question. I couldn't. Well, maybe I could, but I would have to like be imagining the voices in my head the entire time, and I think I would go crazy. Yo, Chen. Hi, Chen. Chen Pai. Chen Pai. What's up? How are you? I don't know what the heck is up with like Toon Boom lately, but for some reason, like on the on the paint tool, there's like a tool that's like, oh, close the gap. Close a gap if there's a gap. And it's like, oh, close medium gap, close large gap. I'm like, bitch, this is like the smallest gap ever. You're telling me you can't close that? I have to manually close that gap for you to fill in this whole thing. Like that is a tiny gap. What constitutes a big or small gap? I don't know. Sometimes it works like crazy. I'm like, oh, damn, okay, I filled that whole gap. And then other times I'm like, there's no gap. What are you talking about? And it's like, oh, there's a really big gap right now. Huge sale going on at the Gap. It's crazy. I've been good. Hope you've been good too. I've been pretty good. I moved into my new first apartment, and that's pretty cool, I guess. You know, independence and all that. 1 pixel gap, 1 pixel thigh gap. That would be crazy. That'd probably hurt. Ow. Also, Boofer, hi. Rare jacket stream, yeah. Yeah. We're trying to make them less rare. Like look how small this freaking gap is. You can tell if there's a gap if there's like these little red like orange dots at the end of like these strokes. So it's like, oh, that's a gap. So let's see. Okay, I filled in that. And it's still like, oh, there's a gap. There's a big gap I can't close. Like, bro, this is the most obvious gap in the world. Oh, that's not even it. There's another small gap, apparently. I don't even know where. Like, here? Okay, I guess it was that one. Like, what the butt? What the butt? I would not like a real life 1 pixel gap. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think that would hurt if you had a 1 pixel thigh gap. Like, like you just wouldn't. You'd get so chafed. Anyways, this is Makimo jingling some keys. Hold on, my Windows just turned on what's it called? Nightlight, and now it's messing with the my color perception. Okay, there we go. I appreciate nightlight, but sometimes I'm like, now I don't know what the color really looks like. It's like, is this too gold of a key? I'll just make them both gray. But maybe one will be like slightly darker. Yeah. Yeah. Missed watching your streams. I yeah, thanks. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like not in the mood. But I don't know, today I was in the mood. I kept on thinking this week that like, okay, maybe I'll stream today. And then I just got like so into work that I was just like, no, I really gotta keep grinding. I've been like on the grind mode. Sometimes like the grind doesn't line up with like what I want. What I initially wanted like the day to be. It's totally fair. Yeah, like I don't want to stream if I'm not feeling it. But yeah, I've been trying to stream more regularly. Like maybe once a week. Although I'm not sure if that'll happen again for like I don't know if it's gonna happen next week. Cause next week's the big old Thanksgiving. Okay, I gotta look up like the colors for the This Is Fine dog. It's kind of like a brown orange, like a brorange. The big thanky. Yeah, yeah. This orange works. It is weird though, because this is gonna be like my first Thanksgiving where I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess I've had to go home for Thanksgiving when I was in college, but now it's like, oh, I'm moved out. I gotta go home for Thanksgiving. And my mom wants me to come home like 2 days early so I can help set up. Like, look, oh my god, look how small this gap is. And I'm assuming that's the reason why I can't. Okay, no. Wait, wait, yes. Wait, no. What? Where's the where's the gap? What? What even is the point of this stupid feature if it doesn't work? What if I do like close small gap? Do I have to choose like the kind of gap I want to close? Oh, it's these. There we go. I guess this one wasn't closed. Oh my god. Uh, gap. I remember in school, um, probably like middle school or whatever. Like that was when people started making that joke. They were like, "Oh, do you like the Gap?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And then they'd be like, "Oh, so you're gay and proud?" And I'd be like, "What?" And then I was like, "Oh, I guess the Gap is like lame or something." As a kid, like I don't know where that came from. The Gap is so like it's so nothing. It's there's nothing like really. You've never heard this, really? Maybe it was a Long Island thing. Like the clothing brand, yeah. They're like, oh, that's what it stands for. Because it's like GAP. I don't know. It's stupid. Or like clever joke. But I'm like, yeah, but it's like, it's not even like the clothes there are like flamboyant or anything. They're like the most basic clothes, like basic America core. I guess that's part of the joke. It was like, oh, huh, everyone goes to the Gap. So everyone will be like, yeah, I go to the Gap. And then you can call them gay or something. This is a really cool joke. Look at his dog. First stream I'm able to catch. Yo, cool. Hank Propane in the building. Welcome. 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 I need like a brighter green. bright green. Are you like Hank Propane of Hank Hill fame? Like I don't get it because then it can fill that gap. Oh wait, but that gap is filled. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't want to listen to this one. Mm-mm. Hi, Dexstar. First time I've been able to hop into one of your streams in a while. Well, last time I streamed was like November 3rd, I think. Yeah, I just looked over on my calendar, and that's what it says. Oh, wait. Oh, I just realized something. Oh, wait. These colors, like the door and the floor, need to go. They need to go behind the fire that's behind the door. Yeah, there we go. There's a little opening there. They're a bit late for my time zone, but it's great when I can hop on. Is this for the new video? It's for a new video. Most likely the new video. Yes. Yeah, this is gonna be definitely one of my more interesting videos. I think it'll be good, but it's definitely gonna be different from most of my other videos. And then sometimes the little gap thing like works like great. I'm like, damn, really just filled in that fire like pretty easily.
Hype mine.
Oh my god. Percy. Hi, Percy. Thanks so much for the resub with resub. The resub with Prime. Thank you. Gorning. Hi, follower. In retrospect, listening to you makes sense you're LGBT. What? What do you mean? How's the jacket? I'm pretty good. Oh, frick. I forgot to start my work timer. I'm pretty good. I'm working on the Vibio. Kind of just been doing that all day so far, and now I got up to the point where I could color stuff that doesn't entirely like give away what the video's on. So, you know. So now we are streaming. Got a very gay voice. It's nice. Okay. Okay. Wah, 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 wah. Is it possible to have a gay voice? I mean, I wouldn't think it'd be impossible. Like, you can't tell me that it's impossible. Like, I can't imagine what that would even entail. Yeah, the gay lisp. I've never really had someone like say that though to me. Hmm. I don't know what color smoke I want. Oh, what? Oh, wait. This fire's in front of the chair. We can't have that. Yeah, sometimes it's just a vibe. Okay, okay.
Can't believe I've only been subscribed for 3 months. I know your channel for almost 2 years now.
Yo, Dexter, thanks for the resub with Prime for 3 months. Yeah, I don't think I have a lisp. I only have a lisp when I put on my retainer. Maybe I'll put the smoke behind Makamo. Yeah. And I gotta move this fire over a little bit. go. Oh, wait, a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that works. I feel like the chair needs to stand out a little bit more. Like blends in with the floor. Maybe the floor blends in too much with the table legs. Yeah, I need to change up these colors a little bit. The Daffy Duck lisp. It will also always amuse me how streaming leads people to being queer furries. Well, is it like, I don't know. Is it like the cart or the horse, you know? You know what I mean? The chicken or the egg. Ah, my cap. I was a queer furry before it was cool. Whoa. Percy, you're so cool. Well, yeah, I mean, like, because it's like, I don't know. I think it's more just like being around people that you are around. I don't know. It's just, I think it's more just like people just accept parts of themselves more when they're around other people who are open and accepting of that kind of stuff. So it's like, if there is a part of you that is like queer or a furry or both or whatever, and then you're just like streaming to that audience or just interacting with people like that, then it's like, yeah, you're probably gonna be less likely to like be all like, I'm not, no, I'm not, or whatever. It doesn't mean like you are or like you will be, but it just means that like, I don't know, I guess you're more likely to like accept that part of yourself if you have it. Connorson trait, welcome. First day at queer furry school. I hope they don't realize I'm a Twitch streamer. Bro. You're sure furries didn't just steal your gender? I think that can happen also. I think that's possible, yeah. Hmm. I don't know why. The colors in this scene are making me feel weird. Buh, this is all I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm failing. So yeah, I think that does help. Like adding a little bit of shadow under the tables and stuff. But also because um Mac you can see Macman's feet, I should probably also add a little bit of shadow there. Yeah. Okay. That looks better. I might make the table a little thinner or shorter. Whoa. Whoa, wait. Hue values. Yeah, what is that? Is that a thing? I mean, I know what the values of hues are, but like, is that like I don't know. Is that like an easy editable thing in Toon Boom? I'm gonna go now. Bye. Bye, Mimikite. Oh, I think it is. If I go into like the "This is fine" scene, I can go into the node view. Um, where is this? This is in the 6,000 zone. Go into this, and then here's everything in this scene. And I can like expand them out like that. Uh, or I guess I don't have to do it in here. I could do it outside of here and just apply it like to the scene from the outside. But I could go into my node library, and then uh, there's a node that lets you change like the colors or like the hue and stuff. And you can stick that there. And right now it's making everything kind of blue. Well, I don't know why it looks like this. Oh wait, you can't. You guys can't see the little menu. Bop. Gotta get going here soon. Thanks for the stream, the vibes, and the spirit. Bye, Cheetah. Thanks. Always glad when you stop in. Hope you have a nice rest of your day or evening. Evening. Think anyone has a crush on the "This Is Fine" dog? Probably. Oh, well, this is the internet. Whoa. Okay, I like tweak the colors a little bit. I don't know why it makes it look blue. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. I could also add like glow to the fire if I wanted to. And that looks cool. Like if I take this, whoa, what? Wait. Oh, wait, no, no, no. I gotta like do it like that. Have you heard of Passenger Princess? Uh, no. I don't know why the glow is not working though. You know, it's probably not working because like this layer behind is like its own thing. So what if I whoa. Like I can make that go like that. I don't know if I like how that looks on the floor though. Wow, that looks weird. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna add the fire to this. I don't know if it works that well, and it feels like more effort than it's worth. I gotta get on to the next scene. Then Nakama shows up and goes, wah, wah. Oh, do any of y'all have Kirby, the new Kirby Air Riders? I've heard like good things, but like just from reviews, but I haven't talked to anyone who's like played it yet. Wish I could play it, but I'm not buying a Switch 2. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't have a Switch 2 either. That's definitely like the hard part about being moved out. It's like now I have to like actually like I can't prioritize video games anymore like I used to. Well, it wasn't even like I was prioritizing video games. It's just I didn't really have many other priorities. Now it's like, oh, I need to eat. I think the coolest like gaming thing though that got like announced recently that I'm excited for is definitely like the Steam frame and the Steam controller. Like I have a Quest 2, but I like barely use it. And I think it's just because like I don't know. I use it like with my computer, like connected to that, but I don't know. It's not that it's really not that good at connecting to like my computer over Wi-Fi, especially now because I don't have Ethernet anymore for my desktop. So it's just like, bleh. And then you gotta use it wired. That's not. I don't know, that's like a whole thing. Hi, Joyful Star. Welcome. It looks pretty bulky, but it seems awesome. I think like from what I've heard, from what I've seen, because I've watched like a ton of videos on it. It's pretty much the same size of as an Xbox controller. It's just got the trackpads. And some people say it looks ugly, but I like how it looks. I don't know. It looks cool. Like it looks like ooh, this can do this can do things. Also, oh my god, my mortal enemy gaps. I think it's very sexy. Whoa. I don't know if there are enough VR games to make buying it worth it for me. Yeah, I mean it depends. I want it because I want to go on like freaking like VR chat and like play Beat Saber more. 'Cause I have both those games. I just don't like play them that often because I don't know. The Quest isn't that comfortable or that good. And I've kind of just been waiting, like, I wonder when Steam will announce their like new VR thing, and then I'll probably get that because it'll probably be a lot better. And then I won't have to sign into Facebook every single time. I won't have to give Mark Zuckerberg money, which is like a huge plus. It's got a great personality. I think it looks cool. I don't know. I like it. Also, I like the idea of like the pads. It's like, ooh, yeah. It looks like the OG Xbox controller. Kind of, but I think it looks better than that. I think the frame looks cool, and I think being able to lounge and use it in bed for like calls and such would be nice. Yeah, and apparently people say it's like so light. Like it's like it feels like it doesn't really feel like there's like weight on your face. I'm pretty sure it's definitely under a pound. But people are like, yeah, it's like, damn, it's light. And they said that it's definitely going to be cheaper than the index. Like they want it to be cheaper than the index. And the index is like 1,000 right now, so it'll definitely be under 1,000. My guess, like as for, my guess is it's probably going to be like, I'm gonna say like 699. I'm gonna say that. 800? Yeah, I feel like it's either gonna be 700 or 800. 700 would be nice. Like if it's gonna be expensive, I think that would be nice. And then 800 would be like, I gotta. It's a little bit of a swallow, but I'd be like, at least it's not 1,000. And then if it's 900, I'd be like, okay, what's the point? Just make it 1,000. Come on, what are you doing? I want to play VR so bad, but I don't want to support the Zuck. Yeah, so you know, he's just a weird man, the Zuck. Never mind that he's like kind of evil. Well, like he is evil. He's also just weird. And maybe that's worse. Like, do you like Mark Zuckerberg? I'm like, no. Oh yeah, it's because like of like, him stealing data and kind of like, turning your uncle racist and all that, right? I'd be like, no, it's because he's strange. I saw that photo of him on like the wakeboard with like the zinc all over his face. And I was like, nah, I can't do this. I can't support this. Yeah, his face was so white. He's all like, I don't even know. I guess zinc is like the best. I know it's like one of the better ways to like prevent sunburn, but like I don't know, dude. I feel like you're that you're that rich. I feel like you could probably afford some other way that doesn't make you look like that. But also, I don't care. I don't care if he looks stupid. He should look stupid because he's stupid. And you know what's stupid? His heart. That's right, I said it. Flash forward to like 10 years from now, I somehow get like a deal. I somehow get like a deal with Facebook and they want to give me $1 million or something, and then they're like, wait, but on that one stream you said that Mark Zuckerberg was weird and that he had a weird heart. So actually we're gonna kill you. My mom used to always like say, because like as a kid I wanted to like post stuff on YouTube, and my mom was always like, no, like don't, be careful, don't post things on YouTube because like it'll be forever. What if you want to run for president one day? And I was just like, whatever, mom. Whatever. Now I don't think it really matters. I mean, like, it kind of does, I guess, because people will probably dig up some stuff. But I feel like that's going to be true for like everyone. Like anyone who's like a millennial and under. Have you seen the surfing American flag video? I've like vaguely seen that one. It was like a while ago though, and I choose not to think about it. So I think I saw it like mentioned in another video that was just like pointing out how insane it was. Like, why is he such a nerd? Like, why is he such a loser? He's like, I love America. I love getting tax breaks as a gabillion dillionaire. It's possible we could have a furry president in the future. In some future, yeah. Forget how I colored this TV. I gotta like look at my old video. Old video. It's like literally my last video. Viewing my channel. I just okay, yeah. It's like mostly white. Mind the gap. Is this the Toon Boom? Yeah. The Toon Boom. You know, I had like that nut TV thing that I would do. I should like figure out how to, well, like, because I made like the 3D TV in the beginning of the WarioWare video, and I like that TV. Should figure out how to like turn that into like a GIF or whatever, and then that could be the new nut TV that I could put like on my streams or whatever. That was like the first thing I UV unwrapped, except it wasn't even me. It was Chris who helped me unwrap it. And then I like drew the texture map and all that. But yeah, it's just like the Blender video where I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then Chris is like, do this. Here, let me help you. And then I was like, thank you. An ADHD corner. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I know, I know. I don't know if I like that yellow. It's maybe like too. It's too yellow. I'm more like a browner tint. Yeah. Cute doggy. Thanks. I want to make these like little. I forgot what I called them. What did I call them? Nut something. I don't know. Nutlings? I don't think I called them that. What did I call them? Nutty Buddy? No, not Nutty Buddies. No, they're in the WarioWare video. It's what I called the target that you're supposed to shoot the nut at. I forget. Damn. Am I stupid? That video was just earlier this year. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. I can't believe it's like already like we're like 2/3 of the way through November, and I'm like, I've only released one video so far. I mean, I had the other like T-shirt ad, which I like how that one turned out. But like, I don't know. I kind of thought I would make more videos this year. I should have. Should have. 'Cause then I would have been have more money. And I wouldn't be worrying about rent. Uh, yeah. Oh well. Probably like unbecoming of me to like talk about that on a stream. I don't know. So incredibly relatable, Jacka, you can't imagine. I don't know. Do you make YouTube videos? Jacka, what are things that make you happy? Um, Good music. Um, my friends. Um, Yummy food. Uh, I don't know if this makes me happy, but it definitely makes me feel more at peace. But like going on like walks, I guess sometimes it makes me feel happy. It makes me feel more like content. Like if you don't go on walks at all, I definitely recommend it. I don't know, something about it. It's like, yep, walking around, looking at the world. And a lot of times when I go on walks, I don't listen to music or whatever. I mean, sometimes I do, but most of the time I'm just walking, like observing. I try. Well, not a lot of people try, so you got to be nice to yourself about that. Like a lot of people just have like the idea for something, but then they don't ever like take that leap to like try it. And like I don't know, I've definitely been there also with things. Like sometimes you literally have to like talk yourself into doing things that you've talked yourself out of. But sometimes it's like not as big of a deal as like you make it out to be in your head. Like, oh, if I make this, if I'm gonna do this, and I have to have like a whole ass plan. It's got to be like super planned out. It has to be really good. Blah blah blah. But then it's like I don't know. You kind of, if you just change the your framing of it, it's like no, it doesn't. Like you could literally just try something and then see how it goes, and then you could always do it better the next time. Or maybe you'll figure out that oh, actually, I hate this, and I don't want to do it ever again. It's also entirely possible. And that's better than like not than doing nothing. Like not even like trying. Hello, Jackadamia. Hi Tyro. Welcome. Yeah, change this color. Bright pink? No, too bright. Light pink? Yeah. It's like slightly subdued pink. The dog. What the dog doing? Oh my god. Dang, that's pretty loud. Oh my up. But now my mom's calling me. Holy moly. Luke Cartoons. Luke Cartoons. Hello. Thanks for the raid. Hi, Raiders. Welcome. Oh my god. How do I turn that freaking down? That was so loud. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm working on an animation. How was your stream? I hope you had a nice one. So yeah, my mom was calling me. I gotta like I'm gonna hold on, I'm just gonna text her. See if it's like urgent. I'm streaming right now. Is it urgent? Okay, I'll see if she answers. Blech. Just good. Did an animated emote for the first time. Whoa, that's cool. Animation twins. Whoa. Oh yeah, thanks for the raid. If my mom does answer me and she's like, yes, call me back, then I'm gonna have to do that. So y'all might have to wait, but we'll see. Got mom on hold. Mm. Oh yeah. Also, hi Demo Desk. It's really silly how the whole thinking thing works sometimes. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of life is just thinking. It's like the one thing you can't escape unless you're lobotomized. Mm. Just don't think. Oh, Dexter, I'm glad to hear that you're like inspired to try things. I don't know. I think everyone should. Not to be like YOLO core, but you know, YOLO. You only live once. That's the bottle, baby. YOLO. It's kind of funny. I think I was like out of the YOLO like age range, or maybe I was like just barely in it. But I remember thinking it was stupid, and now I say it like semi ironically. But I also like fully. I think it's a good thing to live by, or it's just like a good thing to remember sometimes. Because sometimes you are like, I'll do it later. It's like I don't know, man. What if you died like tomorrow? Top 10 like tragic streamer clips. Jackademia says, "What if I died tomorrow and then died?" That would be horrible. I'm sorry. I don't want to will that into existence. It's the unfortunate case of a good message becoming an annoying thing people say, like we live in a society type comments. Yeah, because yeah, that's like another thing. It's like, yeah, like you should, I don't know. It's like people say like it's a good thing to be aware of. It's like, yeah, we live in a society and societies should like, you know, like you should remember that like the world doesn't revolve around you and also like you're part of something bigger and you should try and make the world better, like the society better. But then you also have like the Joker heads saying it like society. We live in society. Telling me that exploring the wonders of the world while we're here is good actually. I mean probably. Assuming they're like not like a wonder that could kill you. What a lovely past era message. Thanks, Unc. Bruh. I'm Gen Z. I'm I like I am Gen Z like technically, like the cutoff or whatever. But I also feel like I'm not. Like there are times I'm like, oh, I definitely feel like I'm closer to like a millennial than I am like the stereotypical thought of like a Gen Z person. Like Gen Z, you always think like Gen Z guys with like the broccoli hair or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'm like that. And I definitely grew up like with things that were like slightly out of my age range just because I have an older brother. So like I had like the Nintendo 64, um, stuff like that. Being born 1996 or before is the cutoff. So 96 is like the last millennial year or whatever. Because that's my yeah. I'm from 2007 and technically we're from the same generation. Yeah, like that's crazy. Like I have a younger sister also. Like my youngest sister was born in 2006. And like we can relate on things, but definitely not as much as like my closer siblings. Like she's definitely falling more into like the category of like I don't know. Like she doesn't remember all the same stuff or whatever. Coloring takes forever, but I guess animation takes even longer. That was my song. Did you guys like it? Every pre 2000 Gen Z I've come across has said the same thing. 16-year-olds being put in the same group as 30-year-olds sure is odd sometimes. Uh, I don't think anyone in Gen Z is 30 yet, though. Although we're definitely getting closer. But yeah, it's because tech evolved so quickly around that time. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I don't know, when I was like a little kid, I had a Game Boy Color, and then I also had the Game Boy Advance and a DS and the Wii and all that. So like I don't know. I feel like I am in kind of like that weird zone because like I can relate to like other people who had a DS or whatever. And like my littlest sister can relate to that, but like I feel like by the time she was like old enough, then it was the 3DS and not as many people had the 3DS as the DS. So it's like it's a little weird. I'm less emo now. 30-year-old Gen Z gives me shivers. It'll happen. It'll happen to you. It'll happen to me like not that far from now. I'm 27, which is like I'm like, damn, I'm 27. That's like I think I said this on another stream, probably. But it's like you're 26, you're like mid 20s, and then all of a sudden you're 27, and it's like, oh, well, wait, now I'm late 20s. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. But also, I don't know, man. And then I'm like, I'm representing myself online with like a cartoon critter, a tiny cartoon critter, and I'm 6'4" IRL. And like, I'm like, man, whatever. That's probably weird, but I don't know, man. Whatever. Oldest Gen Z is 29. Yeah, I guess so. Spiritually, you are small. Pause. I've been told that, or like not told that exactly, but I remember when I went to like FWA and then MFF and like just conventions in general for the first time, people were like, "Whoa, like you're like I did not expect you to be tall." And I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah, that makes sense." I think I don't like I don't know. How do you act tall? Like, do I have to be like domineering? Everybody follow me. I can see really far away. I love basketball. Like, I don't know. You're doing yoga, so I guess you won't feel as old as other 30-year-olds. Jack, you've made the most of your 20s. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I don't know if anyone can say that they felt like that. I mean, maybe some people can say that, but I definitely feel like, oh, I don't know if that's true. I feel like that your 20s are for trying to figure out what's wrong with you and like being depressed and also trying to like make money at the same time. Isn't that adolescence? No, that's not adolescence. Adolescence is for being awkward and growing physically and stuff and being like, well, I'm becoming an adult. But I feel like in your 20s is when you're like, then you look back on your childhood and you're like, oh, that was kind of crazy. And then you like, I feel like in your 20s is when you become like an actual adult, if you're, you know, doing things. And just in general, like I know so many people, and myself included, it's like you don't really fully understand the context of your life and everything until you like leave home for a little bit. Unlike your 30s, which is to know yourself and be depressed. Yeah. I feel like in your teenage years is when you're like trying to be things. You're like you're you're trying out like initial things or like you have like this vision of yourself. And then your 20s is when you realize that oh, maybe that's not right. Maybe I've been like I don't know. I feel like that's when you come to terms with how things actually are. Whereas in your teenage years, maybe you're like a little bit aspirational. I did all that shit in my teen years. Yeah, I mean it's definitely different for everyone, especially like depending on like your life. I definitely know like with me when I had like all my brain surgery stuff, like that definitely put a lot of things in like perspective for me. Probably caused me to like mature a lot. Probably. Yeah, 20s depression is a different flavor. Yeah. And we have fun. We have fun here. We have fun conversations. Right, we have fun. Kirby, Mario. I feel like in my 20s, I'm still putting on hats to figure out what I like. Yeah, I mean, me too. I feel like at the end of your teenage years, you're like, okay, I figured myself out. And then in your 20s, you're like, oh, maybe I haven't. And then you kind of have to do it again. But it's like different then. It's less hormonal and it's more like mental and like ego. I feel like everyone should undergo like ego death at some point. I hate my personality such a degree. I obsessively imitated the people I admired because I wanted to be like them. I mean, yeah, like I don't know. Like when I was, yeah, like a teenager, I remember I used to talk like Tobuscus all the time. Not all the time, but like whenever I was trying to be funny, I would talk like Tobuscus because I thought Tobuscus was so funny. I feel like that's just the name of like being a teenager. I feel like you do a lot of imitating people you admire or like think are cool. Yeah. Oh no, not Tobuscus. Yeah, yeah, Tobuscus. I would never imitate him now, but in high school, I was like middle school, I was like Tobuscus, so awesome. Definitely less in high school, but middle school, yeah, Tobuscus. Dude fell off so hard. Yeah, I know. Well, he fell off hard and then turned like crazy, and well, I guess he was always a bit crazy. Love the whole Tron trailer song stuck in my head. I don't know if I never really watched that one, but I remember I watched like the Zelda ones all the time. Like if I listened to it, I probably would like remember like half the lyrics. I'd be like, oh my god, like the Skyward Sword literal trailer or whatever. I remember I watched that so many times. I had it like because I was excited for Skyward Sword. I was like, oh my god, Skyward Sword! I'm so excited, and I loved Tobuscus, so I like watched that the literal trailer version of it like so many times that I would just like sing it to myself. I'm crazy. Seasonal depression, yeah, seasonal, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm on meds. So I wouldn't really say I'm like depressed. I'd say I'm cynically aware of the world. And that's kind of what this video is about. There you go. That's the hint. Anadonia gang? Who up? What's Anadonia? Oh, is that a country? My brain went to like two things. I'm like, that's either a country or like a condition. Depression symptom? Okay, okay. So I was partially right. It does sound like a country though, right? Like Anadonia. Welcome to Anadonia. Welcome to Anadonia. Well, that's a big pen size. The pen is big. More like Anecdonia gang? I don't what is that? Is that another like freaking pooping? Is that another poop symptom? Oh, an anecdote. Okay, okay, yeah. Because it sounds like that, but man, I, you know, Yano. I, I. I played Super Monkey Ball over the summer for like the first time. Actually, I played the second one. I beat it with my little brother. It was fun. And then we tried to play the first one, and the first one's so much harder. Like it's harder to like complete because you have to like complete it like in a single run, basically. And if you run out of lives, you have to start all the way over. And that's like, I don't know, that's kind of crazy to me. Whereas like the second one, it's like once you beat a level, you've beaten the level. You have to be in the ball. You gotta be the ball. You gotta lick the ball. You gotta date the ball. You gotta be the ball. Thanks for it's time for me to go off, pop off, and go to bed. At 6 p.m.? What are you, old? You're either old or British. Good night, y'all. Gotta wake up bright and early. Okay, bye, Fall Punk. Have a good night. I guess. Gotta wake up bright and early to attend to the European crops. Damn. Yeah, I guess you do, but gotta be growing those. All right. Have a good night. Thanks for chilling. We'll survive. Probably. Yeah, I gotta figure out like what to have for freaking dinner. I have beef in the fridge. Um, that I like unthawed. And I guess I have like some pasta. I have some tortillas. I have like two tortillas, but actually I don't know if they're still good. I haven't really checked them, so I gotta see. I hope they're still good. Like maybe I could just make some tacos. Took the nuts hat. I forget. Actually, I could look. It was follower of aces. It was follower. Yep. Mods, kill this man. Kill this man. Where's the gap? Where's the gap? Where's the gap? Good afternoon. Uh, good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Project Fable. How's the project going? Has it been successful? This animation has a bunch of frames. This is like one of the animations I kind of went a little hard on. So I'll show y'all once I'm done coloring it. We can watch it, and then you'll be like, "Whoa, you're so good at animating." Sometimes I do like I don't know. Sometimes I surprise myself. I'm like, "Ooh, that looks good." I guess I have gotten better at animation over the years. Mind Palace. Mind Palace. Yo, thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for being a nutty buddy. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Hope you're having a nice day, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever the heck. The freaking hamster man. There was no project, just a fable. Oh dang, I just saw that. Damn. I mean, fables are cool. Are fables the one with animals? Like Aesop? Fables often have animals. Okay. Yeah, Snow White's like a fairy tale. Where the heck am I? Okay. Somehow I like jumped like way far back in the video. Fables often have a theme or message. Yeah. What moral does Snow White convey? I don't know. Don't accept apples from like witch ladies. Dwarves are cool. I don't know. Main morals of Snow White are that kindness and good will triumph over evil and cruelty, vanity and jealousy lead to unhappiness, and it's important to be wary of strangers, unless they are dwarves in a house, right? Right. Where even is the gap? Are you serious? Are you serious? This is the gap? This is like a two. This is like less than a pixel gap. Like, oh my god. New Snow White teaches you to girl boss. I mean, I'm all for girl bossing, but like, yeah, that new Snow White looked horrible. I don't think anyone even really talked about it either. Like, I don't know anyone who saw it or was like, "Oh my gosh, let's go see that." Also, like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of like the freaking Disney live action remakes in general. Like just as a concept and also in all of their executions, kind of just like sucked overall. I know that's a brave take. I've got a really brave take on that one. I don't have taco seasoning. What do you add to tacos to make like taco? Or like what do you add to like beef to make it taco-y? Keep in mind I'm like I'm a white person. I've only really grown up eating white people tacos, which are good. Like I'm not gonna like don't knock until you try them. How do you feel about live action Moana? Oh, that's even stupider. That's like that movie just came out. Like the only reason I could see them like doing it is maybe because Dwayne the Rock Johnson's like, please, I really want to do it, and before I'm dead. Cumin, chili powder, red cayenne, salt, pepper, onion powder, oregano, garlic powder is usually what I do. Oh damn. I think I have all those. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have all that. Ooh. Ooh, maybe I'll do that then. Maybe that'll be dinner. Assuming my uh tortillas are still good. They're a little old, but I don't know how long it takes for them to go bad. I really don't like this take on Gymnopedia one. It's like an intermission from Anamanaguch. I feel like when they did that, it wasn't as overdone, and now I feel like it's overdone. Just don't like chopping it up. I don't know if I've actually ever heard the original, to be honest. I've only ever really heard like remixes or like it used in like other pieces, like films and shows and stuff. I'm gonna color in the tooth. Satya was arrested one time for fighting a critic who didn't like his music. Wow. That's like a mix of like cool and not. Like cool and like also kind of embarrassing. It depends. Depends on the context. Sometimes being petty is like kind of awesome. I'll admit it. No, he was just a really weird dude. He would only eat white foods and owned two grand pianos stacked on top of each other in his tiny apartment. What? Wow. White foods. Like what even like cauliflower, white bread, mozzarella cheese? Would chicken count? Like now I'm kind of curious. Egg whites. Oh yeah, egg whites. Probably chicken. But like why? I guess rice. You could have rice. You could have some mushrooms, white mushrooms, onions. Okay. And now to draw Makimo going a little feral. I wonder what the best color food to like if you had to limit yourself to only eating one color of food for like the rest of your life, I wonder what the best color would be. I guess if you chose white, you could still have like vanilla ice cream. If you chose red, I don't know. I don't know if you could do red. Like, would an apple count as red or like would it not because the inside is like white? How about pizza? It was yummy. Dang, pizza's good. Green. Green would probably be the healthiest, I guess, but then you would run out of like what kind of like what else would you eat besides just like plants? I don't know anything else that's green that's not just like plant. We could have like pistachio ice cream. I'd like yellow because cheese and banana. Okay, good choices. Yeah, you could have mac and cheese. No one could take that away. Pistachio ice cream is my favorite, coincidentally. Were you one of those people who commented on my one video from a while ago? I don't know how long you've if you've seen all my videos, BG, but I know like I had the one video where I made fun of pistachio ice cream, and I had a lot of people commenting like, "I like pistachio. Pistachio's good. You're stupid." Pistachio ice cream is the best flavor. I do like pistachio ice cream. I just thought that it was like I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just thought it sounded funny, and I thought not a lot of people liked it. Sometimes that's like the only reason I'll choose like a certain word for like a joke. I'm just like, that sounds funny. I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on stream ever, but I definitely think that like a big reason why a lot of things and certain things become like famous or whatever has a lot to do with like how they sound. Like names are very important. Like Labubu. I think if Labubu wasn't called Labubu, I don't think Labubu would have gotten as much like press and like popularity and notoriety. What's a joke to you is hurtful to us. Sorry, I'll do better next time. I don't remember that video, but I would defend it with all my honor. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It might have been like the secret nerd one. Hiding your weird side. Fascinating me how many celebrities change their name in order to help their career. I mean, like, yeah, like even this like Donald Trump. Like, I don't think he'd be as notorious if his name wasn't Trump. Or even like Taylor Swift. Like that's just a very memorable and like easy to say name. It just kind of like flows. Hi, Asteral. So mint ice cream's green too? Ooh, yeah, I do love mints. I love mint ice cream. But yeah, like La Boo Boo. Like, it's also just fun to say. I think if the name is fun to say, people will just say it and then it becomes more popular. That's why I like the name Makamo. Like, I feel like Makamo is kind of just fun to say. Makamo. Jackademia is the brand, and Makamo is the character. And I am the animator, and no one knows my real name. Not even me. How goes this story time? Tails? Uh, I don't know. Am I a story timer? I guess I'm a story timer. Old timer. You story timer. You're not named Jack? Who knows? Maybe my name is Toby. And that's why I loved Tobuscus as a child. My kryptonite of a stem lately has been holy moly and great googly moogly. Great googly moogly. Great google googly. Okay, now I just have to color this one. Oh, oh. And then I think like, is that it for this for the coloring? I mean, I still have to do like these backgrounds in this one spot, but let us see. Hmm, where is this Makamo? Where is this Makamo? Gabagool. Where is this gabagool? I think this is all on one layer. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Hey, where's all the gabagool? Hey. Is gabagool like a real food? Or is it just like nonsense Italian talk? I'm saying this as someone who's part Italian. I've got like the Long Island mix, being like Irish and Italian. But I've never eaten gabagool. It's the same as capicola, just a phonetic way of writing it. I don't know if I've had capicola either. Maybe I'm a fake Italian. I don't know. It's a dried meat type thingy. Hmm. I do like meat. I probably would like gabagool. For hoagies? Hoagie. Oh, okay. Hoagie Gilligan. There we go. What's the difference between a hoagie and a hero? Are they the same thing? Are they the same thing? Is that just one of those like regional dialect things? Or it's like, what part of the USA are you from? Pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, because, yeah, growing up, for me, everyone called them heroes. Either heroes or subs. They were called a wedge when I lived in Connecticut. Wow. Wedge. I've never heard that. Oh wait, I filled in the wrong the wrong arm. That's not the arm. That's the gap betwixt the arm. Like this is the arm right here. Yeah, thanks for the bet. My old back of house buddy said it depends on how Italian the dude who made it is. Ugh. Hmm. Yeah, that would make sense. Snuffles. Yeah, Snuffles has some good tracks. They're definitely good for like working. Got like that kind of like lo-fi vibe. You like Boards of Canada? Uh, I don't know. I don't know if I've heard of that. Is that a band? Like an artist? Kind of Apex Twinish? Hmm. Are they called Boards of Canada or are they called like BOC or something? I honestly haven't listened to like that much Aphex Twin. I have like maybe like two of their songs in some of my playlists, but like I'm definitely not like Aphex Twin educated or whatever. Yeah, the whole thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, then I don't think so. like that other song. Turquoise Hexagon Sun is a nice chill track. What from Boards of Canada? Also, yeah, I just remembered I have to, Beach, I have to look at the commission I did for you and see if I drew behind those layers you were mentioning. I've just been so like wrapped up in this video because I have like a deadline for it. And I'm kind of going crazy to meet it. Which is why I'm also kind of behind on commissions in general. I found another BG that'll work for the scene, so it's not super urgent. Okay, okay. It really shouldn't be that hard though. Just kind of slipped my mind again. Okay. Done with this freaking shot. Huzzah! Okay, now we can look at it. Here we go. There's no sound. It's not really that crazy. I think that's it for everything I need to color. Oh, wait. I have one more thing I have to color. Nice campfire scene. Yeah, what are the odds? Also, hi Space Boy 103, welcome. Oh, my hat's back. Also, well, my like computer just started like slowing down a bunch. Huh. Is it slow on y'all's end also, or is that just me? Hey, Jackie, you've been one of the people that inspires me to do art. Oh, recently? Oh, thanks. Yo, that's cool. Thanks for telling me. Hey, Hugh Jackman. What? Oh, like Hugh Jackman? Bruh. Bruh. Hi, Poppy Scene. That took me. That took me a second. I don't think if I didn't say that out loud, I wouldn't have understood what you were saying. I don't know what is going on. Everything's kind of like slowing down right now. It was a stupid joke. Yeah, but sometimes stupid jokes are fun. Stupid jokes are good. They're like a net good. Okay, once I'm done coloring all these frames, which I have one more shot after this one. Then I'm gonna make some dinner. Probably tacos or something. Those sound pretty good. You would die for Tiny Jacka, but would you die for Long Makimo? Blah. Could take it or leave it? Bro, what? What's this double standard? How long we talk? This long? Look at this. It's pretty long. I know. Hmm. I think this one is the same as the other one. Yeah, I think my stream's definitely being. Hold on. Something with my bar manager. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. I guess this might be a little wonked up till the end. But we're almost done. Hello, I have a frosty boot from Mew Mew. Yo, hi, it's love cat. Thanks. Okay. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know. Is it just my VTuber that's being all slow? VTuber. Whoa. Ah, the gap. Uh, yeah. If this stream had like an episode title, it would probably be called The Gap. The Gap. Stream is also cutting in and out. Oh, damn. I was asking about that earlier. I didn't realize it was happening for y'all. Uh, yeah, it says encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. That's like never popped up for me before. Yeah, what? Coding overloaded. Thought I was going crazy. No, it wasn't y'all. Well, I wasn't sure. I was asking. I don't know if that's something I can like adjust on the fly.
Golly!
Golly. Hmm. I could turn down my bitrate. Or use a faster encoding preset. Try medium. I don't know. See if that does anything. Might take a second to like kick in. Hmm. Hmm. I thought it was me, but other streams seem to be fine. It might be a little better now. I don't know. Let me know if it's still buffering. This is my first time like animating on I think like on stream in a while, and the first time I streamed at this place or before, I like looked up like good video settings, and I changed a few things. So I wonder if that like made some stuff worse. Maybe lower the bitrate you're streaming at. I did. I lowered it to. It was at like 7,000 before, and now I put it to 6,000. I think that video told me to like stream at a higher bitrate than what Twitch allows. And then that'll make your stream actually look better or something, or run better. And I was like, okay. But I guess that doesn't really matter that much for like my streams because like I I do art. I'm not like streaming like top tier
Golly!
gameplay. Golly, yeah, I don't know. Is that high? Why now I changed it to 6,000, so I don't know if it's like yeah, it's at 6,000 now. Hmm. Refreshed and my stream delays way less. Okay. Yeah, maybe try refreshing. I'll lower it some more. I'll put it to 5,000 instead of 6,000. We'll see if that does the trick. So yeah, my background's being like weird. Yeah, my background's like skipping all weirdly. 'Why is the stream like exploding? It's exploding at like the last possible second. Like I'm like, oh, awesome! I'm on my final shot of the stream, and now it's like, wow, everything dies now. Let me quickly time out delayed streamings using Gollies for measurement. Okay, yeah, yeah, the Golly meter.
Golly!
Oh yes, it's 1 Gollimeter fast. 1 Gollimeter too swift. 3 second delay. Okay, so I guess it's a bit better, but yeah, I don't know why my background's being weird. It's like it's all choppy on my end. I don't think it was like that before. I'm just gonna turn that off. We're just gonna exist in darkness for a little bit. I don't know. The stream wants to go home. The stream was like, ooh, tacos? I want tacos. No, but I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was affecting you guys. I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me, and then you all thought it was just you. You know, it's kind of like one of those situations. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, now that Makimo. Now I've drawn all the lines for like their paws and mask and stuff like that. Should be good. I don't know if these ones might need to be moved down a little bit. Damn my perfectionist self. Oh, whatever. There's no time for perfection. What format is the rolling BG anyway? I think it's an MP4. Let me see. Yeah, it's an MP4. Oh, although it is at like 1440p. So it is kind of like maybe that's why. Maybe it's like too high quality or whatever. I'm not very I don't think my stream is like the most optimized that it could be. It's probably not. Okay, let's do the head now. Whoop. I picked up quite a lot of media optimization tricks if you ever need any. I mean, sure. Like what would be faster? Like a GIF or like a APNG or like WebM. Oh, but that's different from what I guess a web P would be a web picture, and then a web M is a web movie. OBS hates GIFs. Oh, okay. Web media. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Huh. It's like this little like boiling line thing. It should have been way easier, but I made it like more complicated for myself. Web media is from 2008. Oh, I thought WebP was like, I thought like WebP and WebM were like kind of new. I mean, I guess relatively speaking, that's not that bad. It's not that old. And I've heard that like WebP and yeah, like WebM and stuff are really good. It's just that, well, actually, I haven't really heard of WebM, but I've heard that WebP is really good. It's just that like for some reason, a bunch of like programs just don't support it. So that's why people don't like it. Which is the reason why like I haven't liked it in the past. I'm like, oh man, I wanted a PNG, not a WebP, and now I can, and then like it shows up all wonk in like whatever program I'm using. Where's the gap? Where's the gap? Ugh, I don't even know where that one was. What? How is that getting into there? Oh, down here. Oh yeah, OBS reads GIFs weird. Ugh. Yeah, all that stuff is like so. It's cool how like in depth coding and like computers and all that stuff is, but also like scary. But like it's cool that like it works so well that a lot of people just don't even have to think about how it works. Where is the gap? Okay. I don't know where the gap was, but it's gone. also have to do this side. I only learned about it because I was curious why GIFs above 300 frames of length stutter my entire setup. Anything beneath 100 isn't even noticeable. Hmm. Who put the electricity in the rock? I don't know. Electricity as a whole is crazy. And then we can use it to power like microchips that freaking like can, I don't know, let you go on social media and then like destroy your sense of self-worth. Technology is amazing. I love technology. All right, where's the gap? Where's the gap? Okay. This primal urge to make the box smaller. Oh, what, like the the screen box? Well, I want there to be a little bit of room. Just for like competition's sake. I mean, squishing could be cool too, but yeah, I don't know. I would just take my hands and squish with my mind. Sure. I can't control your mind. Or can I? I've secretly been I've secretly been the one turning everyone into gay furries. Subliminally. Subliminal. Want to know why? Because it's fun. Because it's fun and it's funny. Yeah, I've been the one putting the chemicals in the frog water. The frog water. For more commissioners? I actually don't know. I don't know what's gonna become of my commissions. Like I'm gonna finish the current people who are like requesting. And I might do some more after that. But I don't know. I kind of crunched numbers and I'm like, damn. Even after like raising my prices, like I don't like commissions. I don't know. They're not enough to like sustain me. I need more sustenance. So yeah, I don't know. I might have to figure out some other stuff to do. And I don't know if commissions are like completely worth it. I'll have to see, but yeah, that's been on my mind. Not sure. Also, I've done like so many doodle tubers. I feel like if I do keep doing commissions, I gotta come up with something else. Like doodle tubers are nice, but they're definitely not quick like I kind of hoped they'd be. And I've done so many. I'm like, I don't know how to make them unique from each other anymore. I'm like, I've definitely done this pose before. There are a few repeats. How well do you think you do animated YCH bases? I don't know. I've never done that. And also, like, I don't know how in depth to do those. You know, like I've seen some people they'll do like a YCH and then like it's like, oh, they'll just literally just change the colors and like the markings on the character because it's just like generic dog or like wolf or something. Um, and then I've seen other times where like it's like a YCH, but they'll add like a lot of details and they'll definitely change like some shapes and stuff. Like I don't know which is more, which is like the way. Like if it was just like you know changing the color and the pattern and maybe like some little minor things, then maybe that wouldn't be so hard. Animated emote YCHs if you can get into those. Take some commissioners off me. Every new emote advertises itself to even more eyes and then more people want it. That makes sense. That's what I was kind of thinking with the doodle tubers because I'm like, well, then people will probably use them in like their streams or whatever, or like in voice calls, and they'll be like, "Whoa, where did you get that?" But emotes are definitely more versatile and spammable. Last thing I have to color is the mouth. The mouth. Which is not hard, but I might have to do some like node shenanigans so that the color is um so that the color doesn't bleed over the lines of the other layer. I think I will do that. Like I understand Toon Boom nodes, but Blender nodes I'm still haven't really dove into. Even though now it's been like a year since my Blender video. Holy schmoly. I'm still a node baby. Did you hear Blender's struggling financially? I didn't even know Blender had finances. I didn't know they were struggling. I know that they, well, I know that they need like um donations and stuff. I've always known, not always, but like, when I started learning about Blender, I did know that it was like, publicly funded stuff, and that they would get donations from people, kind of like keep the lights on. But I didn't realize they were like struggling. Like I would imagine that. I mean, like I would imagine that the studios and stuff that have used it, like the Flow people, I would imagine that they probably have given back. I feel like there's probably a chunk of people who probably donate like a bunch. But yeah, I guess that's still not enough. Okay, so now I gotta go into the node library and get like the cutter. And I also gotta get the like the layer selector. Yeah. So what I want to do is get the I want the color of the color of the long mouth to be cut by the color of just the long of like the layer beneath it. So okay, yeah, there's like a pop-up window that lets me like choose what layers. Nope. Okay, but then this gets cut by this. Okay, wait, no, no. It's gotta get cut by the color of that layer. There, and that kind of does it. I feel like I want it to be more though. Hmm. Oh wait, and then I also want the. Okay, wait. Um, mm, brain, brain working for nodes. Okay, so the color gets cut by that, and then it goes behind that. But I could also make it go behind that. But I could have the color of this go behind that. Okay, wait, yeah, it's coming together. It's getting a little messy, but it's coming together. Haha! Ha ha ha! There we go. Hooray! Okay, awesome. Then we got little tiny Mo and little big long Mo. Okay, awesome. Well, okay. I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna go make myself some food. So I hope y'all have a nice night. I'm gonna see if anyone is streaming that maybe I could raid into, perhaps. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thanks for chilling. Oh wait, yeah, I think I closed like. Oh, even this background's kind of chugging. I don't know. OBS is kind of like pooping itself. It might just be because like Toon Boom uses a lot of like my CPU. I think my computer just has like kind of not the best CPU. And the only way I could upgrade it like meaningfully is if I like swapped out the whole motherboard, and I've never done that, and that's also a bunch of money, and I'm scared too. So yeah, I'll probably have to try some of those optimization things. Thanks for the follow. That was a very relaxing and chill stream. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to chill. How about my no thoughts playlist, which is very accurate for the vibe of tonight. Uh, yeah. Wait, hold on. My fire